I feel dizzy. I feel sick.
You're fine. My little donkey.
I'm a muscle bitch. I'm a muscle bitch. I'm muscle. What's this? I'm a muscle bitch. I'm a muscle bitch. I'm muscle. What's this?
Dad, I'm sorry. That's your tummy. Mommy loves you. You love mommy.
I'm a muscle bitch. I'm a muscle bitch. I'm muscle. What's this?
Prepare for the listening sequence. Shoes with the arms. Back slightly arched. Stomach in the chest. Out. Time to hit your arm. Are you ready? Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 1 and 2 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 11 and 6 and 1 and 5 and 7 and 8 and 3 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 6 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 11 and 9.
What's this?
Oh my God, it's that feeling again. All over the world, every boy and girl, wherever you go, I put a chick in. When you were sleeping, and go buzz, 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 buzz into my ear, buzz, buzz, buzz. This is space, no escape. Breathe loud, you sound out of shape. You drive too fast. For these weather conditions, you should respect your global position. All over the world, every boy and girl, you'll never know. So get up and go, dance around, up and down, in the air, on the ground, to the left, to the right, in the morning, late at night, don't trip. If you slip, trust your lip, track your spin, watch your step, track your strut, watch your fingers, track that gut. Get up, run around. When you do, they'll strap you down. Your brain isn't working right. Your brain isn't working right. Relax. Take a seat. There's someone here I'd like you to meet. His name is Dr. So Discreet. He's a doctor. I'm a doctor. I can help you. You can trust me. I'm a doctor. I'm a doctor. A professional. I studied medicine at a good school. Take your clothes off. Put them on that chair. This might sting a bit. Of course I'm here. Take your clothes off. Put them anywhere. We lock the store. Okay. Take this pill up. Take this other pill up. Take this pill up. Open your mouth. Don't bite down. This won't take long. But who knows it might? I'm a doctor. I can fix you. No need to worry. Elvin Doctor. I'm a doctor. Sent from outer space. I can cure you. Let me lick your face. Now, I'm gonna need you to hold me. Yes, myself on my side, you get on your side, and they just from 1 to 10, how handsome is I? Ouch is not a number. I'm a doctor. Ha, 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 ha. I'm a doctor. I'm like the president. I can do anything. I'm a doctor. I write prescriptions. I can change the world. I can change the world. I am the world. You understand? Look at my white coat. It's not even on it. I'm perfect. What you
Hey, Panda.
Yeah.
Panda.
Hang on a minute. Hang on, I gotta stop the music.
Hey,
Yeah, Joe?
Panda, how are you?
Well, I'm on the wrong screen.
No, you're on the right screen. It's all
I
good.
can't see you.
It's good. It's all right. I can see you. That's what matters. Hey,
Hey,
you got two not matching socks on.
yeah, I couldn't decide. So Mel from KLOS said to put one of each on. So I did. I like it.
Well, Mel, thank you for that, Mel. Appreciate that. It's good. It's good. I thought Megan was gonna wear those socks though.
She is. There's one of each. So she has some and I have some.
Oh shit. That's tight. Mel's ideas are even better than he thought.
Okay, we're gonna do Ditto Kiddo dance party still again until everybody else arrives. We have 15 minutes.
Yeah,
So dance along.
I got it.
What are you guys doing?
What are we doing? We're waiting for Ditto Kiddo dance party.
Heck yeah. Hold on a minute.
Panda, how do you work that thing with your paws?
It takes a minute. That's why it's taking so
I'm
long.
taking notes for a book. works, but not so fast. I drive my car till I'm out of gas. Every time I think I can do it, I can't. Every time I think I can do it, I can't. My brain, it works, but not like yours. I still don't know what the partnership does. Every time I think I can do it, I can't. Every time I think I can do it, I can't. I can't see it. I can't see it.
Did you guys like that?
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I did. I don't know.
This is, hang on a minute.
I don't know if we can speak, if I can speak for Fat, Bald, and Juan.
Where'd he go? Steve left. He hates Panda,
Steve left, he hates Panda.
I guess.
Why?
No, I don't think he left because he's in here. Maybe because there's 15 minutes. Yeah, he's still here.
I know, I'm super.
Oh, his video was off. I
Yeah,
just asked him to start video.
there he is.
So maybe he was here the whole time.
Wait, Steve, speak to me, my man.
Maybe his audio's off.
Yeah, no, I can't hear you. Negative. Negative
can't hear.
Ghost Rider. Pattern is full. This is so great. Like, he just needs audio. And
Yeah, I don't
he's
know how
becoming
to.
like God on that shot because he's got the whole bright light around. If he's just like, Joe, this is God. I'm telling you that you need to do something. I'll do it. Megan, how was your week? Did you leave the room? I bet you left.
No, I never leave the room. I order things on Amazon and they come to me.
Wait, do we have Steve?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh,
Yes, we
yeah,
can
yes,
hear
there
you.
you are.
I don't know how to use this shit. Plus, I've been smoking all day.
That's all right. You figured it out. You did a great job, man.
No, I've been sitting here looking at you guys going, are they watching me? Because I didn't see my
Yeah.
I'm like, I can't hear what they're talking about. And they're like, is she gonna take her? What is she doing?
She gonna take her clothes off.
I was totally understanding the tubing thing at that point. But I'm like, I don't know if they can see me, so I'm not gonna do it. Why risk it?
Right?
I don't know.
We're good. It's all right. You got it working now. You can check the box and move that into the accomplishments for the day list.
I don't. That's too much information for me to gather. I'm using a phone, dude, because I don't know what I'm doing.
It's all right.
Hi, Joe. Though, how are you, man? It's been a while.
I'm okay. I'm okay. It's it's been all right around here in Joe's land of white walls.
And where are you at, Joe?
I am in LA. I'm in
Oh,
LA.
okay.
But not really in LA. I'm like on the outskirts of LA, so I don't really have to deal with. It's kind of like, it's like Nevada, I guess, with like LA rules, kind of.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're in Tahoe. You're just right there.
No, that would actually be nice, and I'd like that. I'd like.
Are you in a weird John Hamm movie where you can be in Nevada on this side of the hotel and California on that side?
No. I'm actually in San Dimas with Bill and Ted. So.
Unbelievable. Wow. A little disappointed in the third movie. So if you see him, let him know I said that.
Yeah, no, I'll let them know. Like the Circle K is like a mile and a half down the road, so every once in a while I run into them. But
You always just walk in there and go, "Is there something afoot?"
sometimes, sometimes.
That's how my stupid mind works. I'll rock movie quotes with you all day.
Right.
Hi,
All right.
Hannah, Elena.
Hi.
Oh yeah, she knows how to make this shit work right away.
She's smart though. She's like in school. She's all with it and everything. You know.
Hey, don't let the pretty face fool you, son. I got college credits.
Right.
Not from here though.
No.
All right, so what am I doing? You gotta
You
tell me
guys-
what I'm doing.
You guys are getting me in rare form because I've been smoking weed for about the last 7 hours.
Nice. Nice.
And now I got to watch the president on TV here in my own city. I don't know.
You have
Yeah.
to watch? don't
Well,
think
I
you have-
I chose to watch because I have to be responsible tomorrow, and I have to fuel my hatred or my love, whatever it may be.
That's fair.
Interesting. Interesting. I like the fact that you are observing, right?
Well, you have to. Why? I mean, it's naive if you don't pay attention to this and just go in blind.
I agree.
Especially
agree.
this year. This year feels just so shitty.
Right. I see. I felt like that like all the years that I've gotten to vote, and I'm 36.
I was just gonna say like twice, but okay.
Yeah.
I'm an old man here, so I mean, I've been doing this shit forever.
Right. Like I want hope from the old man and saying like, don't worry, it's not like this all the time. But
But alas, that's not the case.
alas, here I am
Mm-mm.
deciding between the lesser of two evils once again.
Isn't
My
that the
stepbrother today told me that we have a choice between a douchebag and a shit sandwich. I'm like, you're not wrong.
right?
Yeah, and the douchebag's pretty fucking used.
That's just carried over from South Park, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
think
exactly
so.
what it was from. That's
Yeah.
what he told me. He's like, I love South Park.
Yeah. I don't get this, man. If my fucking grandpa had to retire at 65, why don't these assholes have to retire at 65?
I don't understand why they're allowed to stay more than like 8 years.
Well, first off, I don't know why the Senate's allowed to be there till fucking
Right.
they die.
Right. Well, the running excuse is it takes experience to be a good politician, like, which makes me think
But
that
what is a good politician?
Yeah,
Let's ask
just-
that first.
Well,
it's
apparently,
whoever can grease the most wheels.
it's you get into it for all the right reasons, but then after 45 years, you amass a net worth of somewhere around 36 million. But then you're doing a good job at that point.
No,
That's-
I think you get into it. And after like the first like 3 months, you're already trying to figure out how you can make money off of it because that's really all there is to do. I mean,
Why should a politician be worth more than honestly? I'll just say an athlete for right now because they're paid too much anyway. But why should a fucking politician even have a net worth close to like a bench warmer's net worth?
well, I
Does
mean,
that make any sense?
No.
that's a pretty like multifaceted concept there. I mean, there's no doubt that athletes are going to put work into what they do, right? I mean, they're
Sure.
some of the most elite, right? But and I mean, there's a fair amount of responsibility just because of how publicized they are and the reach that they have as far as influence, right? But I don't
Right.
think we can compare that to what politicians have, right? So I would say there's a far greater degree of responsibility that needs to be had, in on the side of the politicians, versus the athlete. So I mean, do I think that politicians should be, paid exorbitant amounts of money? I think if they were paid more than what their salaries are, there would maybe be a chance that they wouldn't be as corrupted to, take the money that is up there. But then again, like the way that, I mean, the way it works, it's not just the United States either. Like, to campaign and actually hold office and get somebody around that is actually there, like, you have to spend lots and lots and lots of money, and nobody has that kind of money. You have to pool it together. And so people who have that kind of money to give to affiliates that are in office are obviously going to want things in exchange for those, for those
Well,
contributions.
right, but should those contributions be counted as a personal net wealth, or should it should be separated? Like, this is my campaign money, not this is what I'm worth. That's what I'm seeing. I just see too many politicians that are worth 14, 15, 30 million dollars. It's like,
Right, but not because of their campaign contributions at all. It's because of the business deals that they, did
yeah,
on the side, or, made happen because of legislation that they were able to push through and get passed so that, certain businesses could flourish, right? Versus other
yeah,
businesses. And, not just that, it's the exposure to information too. I mean, look at the bullet train they're trying to build up there up north. Like, that thing's, yeah, it's about, that's just about greasing, lining pockets of the people in the know. That's all it
right,
is. Nobody gives a
right.
shit about moving people back and forth from Vegas to San Francisco at the rate that, like, faster than we've ever done it. Like, it's all bullshit.
Well, more so about that is by the time, if it could ever be made, and it's fiscally impossible, but if it could ever be made, by the time it would come to fruition, there would be a technology that would completely rival, what the bullet train would be. It would be completely antiquated. We'd be able to transport people, 20 times faster than what the bullet train could even hope to do by the time it got built. So it was an idea that should have just started and stopped as an idea. If we lived in Iowa where there'd be just like a complete, flat grid plane, perfect idea. Here in California, we have a terrain, we have property, we have it's logistically a nightmare just to even get it just to get it planned, never mind to actually start production. The fact that our so-called elected leaders were so careless, just on the wings of the idea of a legacy, which was all it was for Jerry Brown. He wanted, something forever to show that he was here, which is like the epitome of selfishness. And I don't care if you're Democrat or Republican, you do not fuck with your people's money like that. Sorry about that. That is one point I am like extremely passionate about. It's a big FU to the people, the bullet train. But go on. Sorry, Joe.
Was Jerry Brown the guy before Schwarzenegger?
He had 2 terms, one in the 70s, and no, he followed Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger came in as a result, and I don't understand. I knew that Gray Davis was bad, but I didn't follow politics enough at the time to know how bad he was. I knew that he cut a lot of departments in the schools, and he was so hated by, the masses in California that they said, okay, we got to recall this asshole, even if it means bringing in Ronald McDonald. And so Schwarzenegger became, yeah, he became the,
Can I tell you
choice
guys?
du jour,
Can I tell you guys what I'm watching right now? It's very disappointing to me.
Sure.
I'm in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and Kent County here, where I'm at, has had a spike in COVID cases. Now, I wear a mask. I take it as a precaution. I take it kind of serious. I'm watching this rally that's in Grand Rapids. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, cold as balls right there, and I'm not seeing masks at all. It baffles me. It blows my fucking mind. Sorry.
All right. Well, let me ask you, do you wear a mask to protect you or to protect everybody else?
It's not for me. It's because
Right.
I know I have a lot of people I know that have conditions.
Mm-hmm.
If I get it, I'm pretty sure I'll be okay. But if I had it and gave it to someone, I would feel like a fucking. So I wear it for the general consensus of keeping people healthy.
Right. Exactly. And that's why we should, because mask ain't going to stop you from getting it from somebody coughing on you. It's going to stop you from coughing on other people once you have it.
Right. I mean, some of the mandates have been, I guess, a little far-fetched, a little outreach, but when you're looking at the general good of your neighbors and your community, it's not hard to put a mask on. It's really not.
Right. Well, I mean, there's kind of a problem with
This
the data
mask on.
right now, and I'm totally not discrediting you or what you're saying, you know, because I agree to a certain extent, but those people could be going home, you know, not putting up, you know, older people.
Taking notes for a book.
Right.
I want to write when I get smart.
Nothing happened. I lost you.
All I have are the
We have
pictures
music.
now of puppies and sunshine
okay,
and kitty. I have a hard time understanding what not to lick. Colors always
Gone high, by the way.
It's a fence, not a popsicle stick. I know we're reading words, but that's so fast.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ding Rong Show. It's November.
Hey, Megan.
Hey, John. It's also election night, so I got some messages that people weren't going to show up because it was election night. So I don't know if they're working at the polls or if they're just glued to the TV. But I am so glad that all of you are here tonight. We're going to have a good time. I think everyone who's coming is here, so we're going to start the show. John, do you have the Aldridge report?
I have the Aldridge report.
Do you have a voice for us tonight or just straight Aldridge?
Well, you know, I think maybe tonight I am just going to go out on a limb and mix it up. So you might hear a little of Al Pacino, you could hear some Bullwinkle, you could hear
Oh, I love a good Bullwinkle. Oh my God.
you might hear Daniel Fairview from There Will Be Blood. You know, yeah, maybe some Jack Nicholson. Who the heck knows? And by the way, might I add, I found out this past week that Mr. Aldridge himself, Mark Aldridge, he and I are brothers from the same town. We hail from Poughkeepsie, New York. Megan, I was mentioning to you, I couldn't figure out what high school he had gone to because you said he and I were about the same age. We are 4 years apart. No comment on who the elder is, but
I can't tell. I thought you were the same age.
We're very close. Mark was from the town of Poughkeepsie, and he went to a school which was just like on the eastern part. I was kind of on the, I don't know, maybe the northwestern part. And wasn't our rival school. Our rival school was Royce Ketchum High School. Not that anybody knows or gives a rat's ass about that information, but
was that what you would chant at them when they'd come in the gym?
I never actually went to. I didn't give a goddamn about sports, so I never went to any. I didn't care about them. I didn't care about. I mean, I had some friends who did play sports, but not because I wasn't friends with them because they played sports. I was friends with them because we got along, and I could care less if the sports existed. I think practically all my gym teachers were total a-holes. Maybe there was one cool coach in my high school. And by the way, I want to comment. The female coaches and gym teachers back when I was in high school, nowadays they look like they could be Sports Illustrated swimsuit models, but back then they looked like that rock group Twisted Sister halfway through the halfway through the sex change operation.
That's funny because I had a fat one. It made no sense.
Yeah. Did you
I
have
had
any?
a gym teacher named Miss Sass, and she was a bitch.
Yeah, I believe
Her
you.
literal name was Sass.
Maybe
Did they ever have any rumored to be like habits? Like I know at least 2 gym teachers we had were winos, and there was one, you know, one guy in my grade school, he was like, if the concept of a total fucking a-hole could ever be invented, I'm sure that he was at least a partner in the invention of the a-hole personality type. His name was Mr. Menerick. Back then, we weren't really creative as far as taking a last name and turning it into an insult. The best that we could come up with was Mr. Metal Dick. But in my later years, I was thinking, oh well, you know, we could have called him Mr. Menaprick or
John, I don't mean to interrupt you, but you did turn into quite an athlete though, because you can play racquetball and you're quite a tennis star from what I understand, right?
This is not untrue. Would you like me to just
John
delay?
does play racquetball.
Do you want me to delay the reading of the Aldrich report to tell the story about?
Yeah, just for a second, because this makes me laugh.
So I was a few years back. I was at a friend's gig, and he's a great jazz musician, and I meet this pretty Russian woman who she was very accomplished herself as a classical and jazz pianist. And as we were talking, you know, she asked what I did. I told her I was, you know, a drummer. She's like, "Oh, well, do you play the jazz?" And so I said, "Well, yes, but I'm not like a jazz drummer on the level at, you know, my buddy Nick, you know, his friends who he hires." And I said, "But I can play it." And so we got along. We were talking more, and then she mentioned she played tennis, and so I told her that I was a good tennis player. And the
But
reality,
you've never played tennis before?
yeah. So I mean, it was a. I think a lie is a strong word to describe what I told her. Well,
No, see,
because
I'm with John on this though, because if he plays racquetball, it's like you have a ball and a racket, so
correct.
logically, you can do it.
And when I was very good at racquetball, I could play for like a half an hour or so and not like lose the volley between me and the wall, and I could always gauge the direction that the ball was going to return to. So I was like thinking, if I'm this good at, you know, racquetball, how difficult can tennis be? So, you know, so she and I made a date to go and play tennis at one of the courts in Santa Monica, and we met up there. And after we got on the court, you know, she just wanted to rally back and forth, and literally the ball didn't go back and forth usually more than twice, or maybe 3 times on a good rally. And then I would either like hit it too high or hit it way too to one side or to the other, and it was just very, very much ungood.
But like
And
you guys, everybody knows why, right? Has anyone ever played tennis and or racquetball?
I used to play tennis with my mom.
Well, the racquetball racket is much lighter than a tennis racket.
shorter.
Much lighter. And the ball's different, it bounces different. So John's out there used to this like running all over the court. And then he's just bunting this ball off of his racket in front of this girl that he's trying to impress. I think it's so fun.
Seriously, you could go like this, boom, with like the racquetball, and it'll go like 9,000 feet. Like if you took like each one of our listeners and lined them up toe to head, it would go a hell of a lot more than 9,000 feet. It would go like, you know, 9.6 centillion feet, I think. And it would go far with very little effort. But with
For our young listeners, please
what's
note that racquetball is dangerous, and you should always wear eye protection
Mhm.
when you're doing that, and you know, always be safe.
But if our listeners are, you know, lying down, you know, from toe to head, you know, in perfect sequence for, you know, as far as the eye can see, I don't know that eye protection's even necessary, because the ball is like traveling like above them, not, you know, like into their eyes or anything.
Okay, but sorry, I don't mean to hurry you along, but we gotta get to other stuff.
Basically, her name was Elena, and she could not have been less kind about, you know, once she realized I couldn't play tennis to save my life, she goes, "John, you tell me truth. How many how many times you ever play full game tennis? And I'm like, well, Lena, you know, I actually never played a game, but I'm very good at racquetball. But I told you before I wasn't a jazz drummer, and when you heard me sit in with Nick's band, you loved my playing as a jazz musician. Now, I was being truthful there, you know, and
But tell them the best part about what you said to her at the end, because she was such a bitch. This is why I like John so much.
That is the cherry on top. So she wanted to get out of there, and I'm like, okay, fuck it, you know, let's leave. So we just grabbed our stuff and left. Our cars were parked like practically next to each other. So we go like a couple blocks back, and I'm trying to be pleasant about it, and she is trying to be like, you know, very much unpleasant. And when we spoke later on, she mentioned how disconcerted she was about this. And I said, okay, here's the deal, Helena. And I had to go out with some self-respect on this one. I said to her, I can always take tennis lessons and become a better tennis player, but you will never be a better person.
Damn.
Slam bang. So that was 2 points for the home team right there.
John, every time I've been with John or around John and someone says something to him that's not right, or if they're disrespectful, he always stands up for himself. And I do that. Like, I have a problem keeping quiet if someone comes at me. So that's why immediately I had an affinity for you. I love it. Sorry I interrupted you so much.
Birds of a feather. You know what they say, Megan.
Speaking of birds of a feather, Panda, before you do the Aldridge report, Panda is tugging at me. She has something she wants to do real quick. Do you guys all mind?
Yeah, let's have it.
Okay, hang on 1 second.
Okay. Do you guys think Panda's gonna have a similar looking dress? Whoa, Panda!
Hey everybody!
Hey, I was asking them. Do you think Panda's gonna have a better looking dress on than Megan? And before anybody could answer, whoa, still my beating heart, Miss Panda. It looks almost identical to the one Miss Megan was wearing.
Well, we have the same socks on because I have one and then she has one, you know, so.
And you got you have them on the exact according legs as
Yeah.
You color coordinated and left and right coordinated.
It's pretty, Mel from KLOS picked out the sock color because I couldn't decide. Oh, anyway, I'm here because everybody put your right hand over your heart. We're going to say a pledge to the Ding Rong Show. Repeat after me. Lean on me.
Lean on me.
When you're not strong.
When
you're not strong.
And I'll be your friend.
And I'll be your friend.
With liberty and justice for all.
With liberty and justice for all.
Amen.
Amen.
Okay, I'm going to go get Megan. John, can you read the Aldridge report?
I will begin the Aldridge report. You will come back. Megan will come back with the Aldridge report already in progress. Last week, the Ding Rong Show had a total of 8 participants. 5 men, 2 women, and 1 panda named Panda. By the way, Panda's also a female, and I know this because Panda was on an episode with Ethan Ehrenfeld.
Yeah.
And Aaron
got sassy.
And it was revealed because Ethan was,
yeah.
He was asking Panda how Panda knew Megan, and Panda said, we don't do any lesbian stuff. And Ethan responded with, I didn't even know what gender you were. And then Panda, in all her knocked over beauty candor, said, well, hey, how could you not this overly feminine body? And Wow, my heart skipped a beat when I saw that. I'm just saying. So I had no idea.
Mine too. I can't believe she did that.
Well, I have no problem identifying the gender of Miss Panda. Why don't we call her Miss Panda? Why is it just Panda?
That's I don't know. That's what she told me her name was, so that's all I've ever called her.
And does everybody in the town that she's from, are they all known as Panda? And how do they tell each other apart by like the tone of voice used? In other words, is it like Panda? Panda. Is it like that? You know, does the pitch and the inflection change? Is that how they know each other apart?
Well, I mean, from what I've seen, they do sound different, so I'm sure she can tell them apart. But you know, she never really talks about her family much because she's always been out here.
Mm-hmm.
So she's more of an indoor panda. So she doesn't seem to know too much about a lot of things.
I think she could be a panda, you know, with just the name Panda here, you know, because how many pandas are there in Orange County, much less LA, besides at the zoo? And do you think, though, that if her relatives come to visit, I think airfare is pretty cheap, and I don't think they would, you know, have any trouble getting through customs because they don't have like any pockets or, you know, luggage on their clothes. So
we gotta hang on.
Yeah.
We gotta have someone else talk because nobody else has talked.
Yeah. Good idea. The room. How do you weigh in on this?
I know Steve's dying, so we'll get back to him. Helena's putting on makeup.
Yeah, I want to know what Helena's doing.
I need help with
Steve's okay.
I was captivated by John's voice and I was getting lost. It was like someone was reading me a bedtime story. It was like soothing.
I do tend to put people to sleep, like
I didn't mean it like
that. Coding.
You have that very soothing Morgan Freeman quality to your voice. It was just drawing me in.
Nice.
And I was just like, dude, I need to go to San Juan Teneo right now. And I'm not. I'm stuck here.
I want to know Steve, what have you been doing since last Monday?
Me?
Yeah.
Well, trying to get my unemployment in place. Smoking more weed than a fucking Vietnamese village. Avoiding the guy down the end of the street who always wants to get high with me because he talks too much. Trying to branch out in my adult movie categories. You know, I'm stuck in one genre and I got to move on. You know how it goes.
What's the genre you're stuck in?
I don't think I know anybody that well right now to tell you that I'm into the stepsister.
I tried.
And I told you, so it worked out. I've just been counting the days since I can sit here on my screen and stare at this little square and get lost in Joseph's beard because it's fucking amazing. Like we should rub them together. I'll come out to LA just if we could do that.
Okay, I like that. I like that idea.
It is getting bushier. I didn't notice that.
Yeah,
I think that's also a category of porn, isn't it?
I conditioned this.
You
got conditioned that thing?
Already.
Huh?
If it's not a category of porn, it should be.
Right? Just two dudes rubbing beards?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I'll find it before next week. I'll let you know.
Is it? I got a question. Is it like Velcro? In other words, is it Velcro has two different sides that kind of grab each other when it
like
joins.
When they get stuck together?
So you've got like the fuzzy and then the stuck side of Velcro, and together they become like joined Velcro. But is it like two fuzzy sides that never like join, or two stuck like?
I mean, it depends on whose beard you're rubbing against, right?
Okay.
Everybody's a little different. They all like something.
Yeah.
You gotta find a beard that meshes with your beard, you know?
Are you speaking from experience?
Yeah.
I think that was the initial concept for Venom, wasn't it? Like he's gonna just rub his beard up against people and then fuse together.
No, I don't think that was it.
Sure
I just realized.
But John, you ask a very, very important question. See, beards are like snowflakes where no two are alike. So when they meet, they just kind of intertwine. Now, I'm a little straggly and I let it go and I don't care. He looks a little more well-groomed, so he would be the flat side that I would probably stick to. I mean, just to let
Okay.
you in on a little beard thing. That's all it is.
Good
Right.
answer.
I just
I'm-
realized that you guys don't know Sam. Sam, who's
Oh.
in here?
Hello,
Sam.
everybody.
Hey, Sam.
Sam,
Hey, what's up, man?
this is Joe, John, Helena, Steve, and Mark's at his house. Did I forget
All right.
anybody? Me.
Sam, are you hiding in the car from the wife? What are you doing?
No, I actually I was driving Uber and I didn't make it home in time to make the show, so I just was like, all right, finished my last ride, and I was like, let me
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna pull
let me
over.
pull over and get on the show.
If you get a call to go, you have to take us with you, and then the rider.
No,
will be
I actually put the driving on pause. I just did the last ride.
But Sam, let me tell you something. If one of your passengers wants to see Quentin Tarantino's house, just let him know that you can only see the gate from the outside. You can't like actually, even if you've got your light working on your phone, it's not really going to go much past the front gate.
So I'm gonna, you guys, Sam runs a karaoke night. Do you want to tell everybody about all your projects that you do? Because Sam works on some cool stuff.
Sure. Yeah, I do a karaoke live stream Wednesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Essentially, it's our way of kind of like keeping everybody safe during this whole coronavirus thing. Personally, I feel like karaoke has always been a form of therapy for me, and it's way cheaper than my therapist.
Right? I know.
So I was like, you know what? I was waiting for buddies of mine to put a karaoke show together. And when they didn't, I just decided to do it on my own. And apparently there's like a lot of like-minded folks that tune in every week and you know, like grace us with their songs. And like, we've got some decent singers and we've also got some terrible singers. Myself
Just like real
included.
karaoke bar.
Yeah. It's like, it's cool. You know, like we've got people that are like poets. They're not actual singers. They just, they kind of just,
no way.
yeah, they show up and they do songs just to kind of participate. But the comment section is nice and lively, you know, like it's pretty cool. Like everybody's in there cracking jokes or just like making fun of each other or just talking about whatever. Like,
and how do we find it, watch it? How do we give all that information?
So yeah, just follow me on Instagram at El Mexican Morrison. It's all one word, EL Mexican and Morrison. And just tune in if you guys want to sing. Just let me know in the chat that you want to sing, or send me a request to go live. And we have a whole queue system to kind of keep everything a little bit more organized. And it's been pretty fun. I also do stand-up comedy, and I was previously the associate creative director for Netflix's outdoor advertising. So
cool.
So if you saw like a Netflix billboard anywhere around Hollywood, I designed about 95% of them for the past 3 years.
That's rad.
Yeah, it was a lot of cool stuff, a lot of like neat like outdoor stunty things. Like we did neon signs for Stranger Things a couple months, almost a year ago. Yeah, for the 3rd season. So
like all those ones on Sunset Boulevard and stuff. You did.
Yeah, that's the sequential
Nice.
one that they had last year. Like, yeah, we did that at my job. But since since Corona, I've been on actually like, I was on furlough and just was recently laid off for this whole time because our business revolves around the advertisement that we do inside theaters. And so now it's like, they're like, well, we don't even know if we're going to have a business next year. Like, company's down to like 50 people from like 350. And they're just literally like hanging on. And now I've got to rely on my stand-up comedy, income, which is exactly $0 fucking dollars. At the moment, when you've been doing comedy for 2 years, that's kind of where you're at, right? You're just kind of beating your head against the wall. But I fucking enjoy it. I've been having a good time doing it. I've been trying to get as many reps in as I can during this whole period. Started actually doing a couple of live shows at the Lexington, and a couple of the drive up comedy shows. It's a nice change after the Zoom thing, but I'm starting to like the Zoom thing,
What town do you live in?
Sam, where are you at? Are you in LA as well?
Yeah. I'm in LA, born and raised here. My mom is actually Native American. My dad is Mexican. So I get I get to play off of both of those things in my sets and kind of talk about like the differences between the two.
If you ever run into Ricardo Flanagan or Jeff Horst out there, give them a double salute for me.
Will do, man.
Two of my good buddies from Detroit. So
next time I jump on here, I'll have a black eye. It's like
they're both gentle. They're great dudes. So if you ever get to see them or meet them, fucking do it.
Awesome, man. Yeah, man. Send me like a DM or something on Instagram so I remember the names. Yeah. I'm terrible with names, but I'm sure I'll bump into them.
I think I know about 5 guys out there, like young guys outside of people I've actually met here doing the club. Yeah, I'll throw names at you if it'll help. I mean, you guys all help. We're all supposed to help each other one way or another, right?
Hell yeah. I mean, literally, that's what we're doing with the karaoke show is like I use it as it's karaoke for people to sing songs, but also like if they've got businesses or services that they do, it's like use the time to kind of plug that and then connect with other people. We've had people that have actually gotten together with other producers that have tuned into the show and have recorded songs and released them. One of our regular singers just put out an album about a week ago, and then got together with some other people and shot like a couple of music videos in the last week that she just released as well. So it's like, for me, it's like, it's a way to kind of bring the community of the world closer. It's like, if you find like-minded folks to come together, you can do some amazing shit. And matter of fact, like Megan tuned into my live last night because I was down in front of City Hall. They were doing a thing for Day of the Dead. They had all these altars set up for all these different causes. Like they had a police brutality altar. They had a altar for like the East Side communities of LA. And it was just really cool to see that stuff. And some of the issues that they kind of raised were issues that I didn't think anybody actually gave a shit about, Like, for instance, like the East Side of LA is some of the oldest communities that exist in Los Angeles. And everybody kind of forgets that, but they've been like devastated due to COVID because it's like older population, generally more of a working class group of people that live up in that area. And as real estate and land in LA starts becoming more and more scarce in those like, popular areas like downtown, they're kind of happy to see these people get wiped out, and so to have them have an altar there to kind of raise awareness to that was pretty awesome. But at the end of it all, it was just like, hey man, like this is dope. Like there's good things about the city. It's not just, it's not on fire all the time like they keep making it seem like on the news. There's cool shit to see out there. And I plan to do more of that stuff like moving forward, do that with the comedy as well as kind of just raise a little bit of like, hey, there's cool shit to see out here.
That's awesome. Yeah, no, I loved it because I was just on a show before that and they were talking about the politics and all that stuff. And I had told you this, Sam, but I had flipped onto yours and it was just so nice for my brain. It was like this beautiful fountains going and the stairs lit up and pretty. It was just gorgeous.
Yeah.
Sam's cool. So this is Sam, everybody.
Thanks. Yeah. I mean, the career as an art director. I mean, I've been doing art direction in entertainment, designing movie posters and all kinds of various like movie advertisements. It's given me a little bit of an aesthetic eye. I mean, you can't tell right now with this shitty car backdrop, but like normally I like to have like a nice little background setup, which is why I like what you've got going on, Megan.
My bathroom. This is my bathroom.
Yeah. I mean, like just taking a little bit of time to consider like the background and like dressing it up a little bit. You're like, it just gives it a little bit of like production. I don't know.
Yeah, because I mean, we're all.
Whoa,
Here, I'll get there. You can have the backdrop of my closet. How's that?
Yeah, right.
There you go. That. Yes.
That
stay
works.
in the closet. Yeah. No, that's
Steve in the
cozy.
closet.
No, Steve, I hang out in I have a walk-in like that too. And I used to hang out in mine and just write on the floor.
Oh.
I love it. That's
this isn't this is a total walkout. Now I'm in my kitchen.
Oh, wow. That's cool. It's like a walk through.
So I got 2 rooms to my door. It's really annoying when my roommate has a party. 2 doors to my room. Jesus Christ on stone.
You have, is that bonfire that you built? Like I've seen you with photos out by a bonfire. That's your yard?
Oh no, that was at my dad's house. I spent 4 months at my dad's at the start of COVID. Just didn't want because I don't drink anymore, and I knew if I was home alone, I might fall back into drinking. So I hung out with family.
That was
But
fun.
that was up at his place.
No, it looked gorgeous. I was so jealous of you. I was like, oh my God, look at where Steve lives. Because it was on this lake, and then you have the bonfires going, and it was just very nice looking. I thought that was your house.
And the 2 dogs. Those were the dogs.
Congrats on not drinking, Steve. Man, I've actually cut down a lot during Corona. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing this shit anymore.
Nice.
Plus, like for me, I always equated drinking with celebrating. There's not really like much to be celebrating right now, you know. Like,
Well, see, I equate it with getting arrested because I have a lot of DUIs, but it just got me into trouble. I'm almost 2 years without drinking, but I mean, I picked up the weed, but I don't get arrested smoking.
there you
I
go.
don't get the urge to go driving. I don't. When you're drinking, no one can tell you anything, and then when they do, you're gonna prove them wrong. Well, I'm not very good at doing that, so I just had to quit.
Right. That makes a lot of sense, man. Yeah, me on weed, I don't function, so it keeps me at home and like out of trouble.
Hungry, happy, sleepy.
That's it. That's it.
There you go.
In a bag full of candy.
What kind of, from Halloween?
No, gummy bears, caramels, Smarties. Whatever. Skittles are over there. I'm too lazy to get up.
Yeah.
I can't see everybody at the same time, and I know Helena said she was gonna do some kiss makeup tonight.
Hello.
So I wanna. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
This was actually Joe's idea. He told me to go colorful and glittery, so that's kind of what I'm going for. The glitter's next.
I like it.
Let us know when to roll God of Thunder.
Hey, by the way, there was a really, really funny Kiss T-shirt. I just happened to scroll by on Instagram today, and it was like the Dynasty album, but instead of saying Kiss, it said K-I-T-H, like a lisp, like Kiss. And then I was like thinking, what the fuck, And I had to blow up the picture, and I realized that each of the faces, it was, Paul, it was like Paul's makeup, Gene's makeup, Peter and Ace's, but it was Mike Tyson's face, each painted like a kiss. I thought that was the funniest shit ever. Okay.
Oh, speaking of funny, let's do the Aldridge report now.
Yeah.
Okay. Already.
I got distracted because something popped up on the screen. I've never seen things pop up on the screen before. I don't know what it said.
On Instagram.
That's what she said. I don't know.
Heyo.
I'm the best host in the world. Okay. Everybody, here is the Aldridge report with John.
Already in progress. The author of this weekly Aldridge report knows that an obscene old rule in radio is true. Bigger the cast, the more the listeners. In its few months of existence, the Ding Wrong Show on YouTube has moved from unknown startup to a trusted source of comedy. Panda fashion, mixology, panda songs, face painting, and panda. Please note that the previous paragraph was written by Panda. Mark Aldrich's email password is very guessable, as it turns out. Several cast members of the Ding Wrong Show have appeared on other online interview shows and comedy programs in recent weeks. Most recently, the reader of the Aldrich Report was interviewed on Todd Montasisi's UGG Quarantine Show on Instagram Live last week, and was the one guest who did not elicit hostility in the living room scrolling comments during webcast. Bullwinkle, that was a first, and it will be commemorated with a lovely plaque from the original organization that runs the entire internet. Hostile People Incorporated, period.
That was Bullwinkle?
That was Bullwinkle's co-sidekick. Don't you watch TV on Saturday mornings?
I'm
No.
gonna cry my makeup off.
On November 2nd in history, the following men were elected president of the United States of America. Andrew Jackson in 1824. Hooah! Franklin Pierce. James Garfield. What the fuck did you want to say? Hello?
What?
Never mind, I'm being rudely interrupted by one of the cast members, but I'll go on. William G. Harding, Harry Truman, Jimmy Carter, and you know, they say this that I'm out of order. Well, this courtroom is out of order. This trial is out of order, Your Honor. The Ding Wrong Show is out of order.
I don't know
Harding-
who that was.
And I did it in my movie Injustice for All, if you ever cared to watch it. But I did, that was like a riveting scene at the end. It was the best courtroom drama of 1981. Look it up. As I was saying, Harding was born on this date in 1865, which makes him the only president, an oil man, elected on his birthday. And he drinks your milkshake. He drinks it up. There was no amount of syphilis that could wipe the smile off Harding's milk-clad, happy face for his birthday year. November 2nd, 1898 is also the official birth date of organized cheerleading in college sports in America. I'm quite sincere. There has been cheers for football squads on and off for decades by 1898. Zoinks! Usually fans who spontaneously started to yell encouragement to their team. At the University of Minnesota, student fans started to attend football practices and scrimmages and not only games through the 1880s and 1890s, but on this date in 1898, a student named Johnny Campbell led the crowd from the sidelines in a cheer that is still used in Minnesota games today. Rah, 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 skuma, hoorah, hoorah, varsity, 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 Minnesota. The Minnesota Golden Gophers football team won national titles in 1904, 1934, 1935, 1936, 1940, 1941, and 1960, Mr. Potter. And in spite of all that terrible tone-deaf cheer, parentheses, full disclosure, the Aldrich Report's author is a fan of the rival University of Iowa Hawkeyes, end parentheses, and the good people of Bedford Falls. It was learned this week that before the author of the Aldrich Report and the reader of the aforementioned report share a hometown, Poughkeepsie, New York. Poughkeepsie actually is Indian for the crappy place by the river. The two attended rival high schools. I made this clear before. They weren't like total rivals, but I guess, you know, you go to one school, you don't go to the other, so that
You always
qualifies you.
say yes in improv, so you got to go along. They were rivals.
Okay, you're right. They fucking hated it. They fucking hated each other. This is the beginning, middle, and end of it. Probably hung out in the same mall at around the same time. Probably the South Hills Mall or the Poughkeepsie Galleria, 8:30, 8 p.m. And shared several Poughkeepsie-based friends on Facebook. You do realize that we were a few years I want to say yes, as you said in improv, but this predated the internet before Al Gore invented it. So Facebook had a ways to go. This Mid-Hudson Valley connection explains how John is able to intuitively read the weekly Aldrich report with the correct amount of Poughkeepsie in his attitude. Somebody with an attitude in Poughkeepsie is somebody who walks to the deli in their slippers, sweatpants, and a t-shirt and gets a coffee with like no cream or sugar and then says, I don't give a fuck. All right, the two attended a correct amount of Poughkeepsie in one's attitude and noticed it is difficult to measure. Although trace amounts of arsenic in the bloodstream is often a leading indicator and the most common symptom of a Poughkeepsie attitude is a moving cross-country away from all that as soon as one can, which both John and Mark did at a different time. This was the Aldrich Report for November 2nd, 2020. The election special. It was a special that we did, not to mention the election. Here is the rest of the Ding Wrong Show, starring everyone's favorite panda and her comedy co-creators. Featuring the talented and beautiful Miss Megan Jenkins. Okay, this is John Carbone, signing off. Thank you very much.
That was the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. That was awesome.
Nice, thank you.
I only knew who Rocky and Bullwinkle were.
Well,
but that's okay.
That's good.
It was, it was beyond enjoyable. I liked how you switched all the voices and then you go to your normal voice. It was funny. After all, it was funny. I liked that.
Yay! Thank you, Miss Megan. Thank you, everybody.
Since we have more musicians in here tonight than normal because Sam's here. I think tonight Lean on Me might be the best Lean on Me we've ever performed. So
is that a big hint?
Yeah, let me go get Panda because I don't know where she is. So hang on, everybody get ready because we're gonna sing Lean on Me.
All right.
Yes.
John, you can start off the beat.
Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. For it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on me. Take it, everybody.
When you're not strong, I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. It won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean
on me. Oh, when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on. I'm
gonna need somebody to lean on.
Just join me.
Yeah.
I feel like we missed the verse.
No, we didn't.
We didn't?
We got the whole song.
Yeah.
Oh.
No,
If there is a load that you need help to carry or something like that.
Yeah.
No, I ain't carrying no load.
I thought it was amazing, Panda. It was
was terrific.
Stellar.
I thought Helena carried us. It was amazing.
Yeah. She totally, I mean,
she was doing makeup and singing. She might be making ramen noodles too. I don't know, but she killed it.
Yep.
Panda, being that you're from the jungle, you hear a lot of, native tribal drummers playing. Did that sound like what the natives played? Because I saw you were moving and grooving to it.
Let me hear it again.
I said, being that you're originally from
No,
like.
no, I know, I heard the question, but let me hear the drumming again.
Here we go.
Mm.
Almost sounds like We Will Rock You.
Right? You okay? No.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
I see you're digging it. You're trying to steal everybody's moves there.
Yeah, why isn't Panda on Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah, why aren't you on Dancing with the Stars?
They've
That's a bunch
never
of
asked me. I would
bullshit.
totally do it. Don't you
That's
think I'd be beautiful in those pretty dresses?
I think you would steal the show.
Yeah.
Winning.
I mean, they
Wow.
let Carol Baskin on,
I
just
can
kill
do this.
somebody. You can do it.
Panda, you've got a better figure than Carol Baskin and
Oh,
Lacey,
well-
and Lacey
Thank
Schwimmer
you.
Oh,
combined.
I'm not disputing that. I was just saying, I think the prerequisite is you have to kill someone. That's all I'm saying. I'm 92% sure Deion Branch was on there after he hit someone with a car. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'll sacrifice myself for the cause.
You will.
I heard somebody ask someone else a question that I want to ask all of you. Are you
Okay.
ready?
Yes.
Fire away.
If all of you had to go on vacation together for 3 days, you had to agree on where you were going. All expenses paid by Panda. I'm not doing this.
Poughkeepsie,
You're
New
not
York.
going on vacation. This is just a question.
Y'all, let's go to Cuba.
I'm down with Cuba.
No one said anything at all.
Is that legal now? Can we do that?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah.
We can totally do that.
I think Trump banned that. He was like,
Did he really?
Yeah, he didn't want us traveling there. He said it was something about like we're learning too many communist tendencies.
Well,
I'll pay for the vote then.
When you invite your whole family into the White House, I don't know, there may be a little communism there too.
I'll be honest with you guys. You guys pick. My only prerequisites are no all-inclusives, and the drugs have got to be cheap. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay, so
Oh, let's go to Mexico then.
yeah,
Let's go to the Caribbean.
I've always wanted to see a donkey show.
Panda, do you do drugs?
No.
Okay, we can't go to a drug place because Panda will feel left out if we're all high and then she doesn't.
No, I don't. Panda doesn't need drugs to have a good time.
I don't need drugs to have fun
Yeah.
around Panda. I'm just saying, even if I did drugs, I'd be like, hey, Panda is like natural, good vibes type drugs.
Panda just needs good bamboo.
No, I can do that then.
That's right.
Then let's go to Busch Gardens. I've never been to Tampa.
There's probably drugs down there. What do you think of Tampa, Florida, Panda? Have you ever been?
Oh,
No, but I'm just paying. Like I'm paying, so you don't have to include Panda. It's just all you guys are going on vacation.
Oh, we
Fuck
thought it was
that.
going to be you. I don't know
Yeah,
that.
You all,
Fiji,
all
then.
of you have to agree.
you're the tie that binds. You have to go.
Panda, I'm just
No.
saying, I don't know that I could be really any fun without you. So I'd really
That's
want
not the
you.
game.
Okay.
You know,
The game.
What
Well, then,
about
okay, let's
what
get-
about Fiji or Bora Bora, like those middle of the Pacific Ocean paradise islands that are super expensive? Since it's all getting paid for, might as well go all out.
Okay. Good point.
ooh, wait, I do have one more thing. Like passport. I don't know what the rules are with felonies and passports. Can I get one?
Oh, yeah, I think you might be fucked on
Hmm.
that.
nah,
I mean,
shit.
I'm off everything. I just have it on my record, so I don't know how that works.
Well,
but
let's keep it domestic then. Why don't we say maybe when the COVID thing shuts down, go to South by Southwest in Austin? I heard that's a cool hang. Tons of bands. There's got to be drugs. I'm sure if there's any laws in Texas, they kind of, decide to keep them at bay for that week or weekend or however long it is. What do you think? South by Southwest, Austin, Texas, yay or nay?
That'd be cool.
I still think Panda would just find a way to get there because with so much music, Panda would want to dance.
But sometimes though, when you get a group like this, you need calm and serenity. And Burlington, Vermont, right on Lake Champlain, beautiful.
Yeah, that was some lakeside property. I'm very happy to. I'm very easy to please. I should mention that.
Right.
Anywhere where it's all getting taken care of, and I can just lounge for a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that. So we could go to
tacos. I need tacos.
Yeah, but we have to keep it domestic. Otherwise, I'd say Greenland because it's green. I'd like that.
I feel like we need to make it rain, but Panda's dancing.
Did you decide where to go on vacation?
I think we did.
Yeah.
Where?
Going to Austin, right? South by Southwest.
We're gonna do Austin, Texas.
Well, all right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody look under your seats. There's a ticket to Austin, Texas. I'm just
How
saying.
did you do that? How did you do that? This is
Mine's so cute. I love it. Thank you.
I'm just teasing.
Wait, this isn't a ticket?
well, I guess I could use this if I wanted to get high.
I did get a ticket.
Apparently, Joe's flying Spirit.
Great.
Is that first
Great.
class?
Spirit first class. I love it.
That's you get to check 2 bags with that ticket, bro. You're winning.
Right.
It's like let me get a bottle of top shelf Mad Dog 2020.
Also, the bags might not end up where you're at, so good luck.
Yeah. I only put
But
drugs in those anyways.
But you got the Mad Dog, so you're okay.
There you go.
So
Mad
the,
Dog
the
2020
only
tastes like somebody had a night of drinking and then threw up in a bottle. They repackaged it and sold it back to people.
Right. Right. I mean,
What's
good.
that, Meg?
Sorry, Megan.
well, we have about 9 minutes left. And the only thing we have left to do is the improv skit. And so I thought, since you all wanted to go to Austin, Texas, we can do an improv skit of you all traveling to Austin, Texas together. And John is driving you in a limo.
Okay.
Joe forgot his shoes,
Fuck.
so he has no shoes. Sam is singing in the back, and he's getting a little car sick. And then Helena's, wow, there's a lot of you. I've never done it with this many people before.
Helena's
That's
trying to.
unfortunate.
Usually there's just 2 people.
Helena's
Okay, let's see.
Helena's trying to find the button that opens up her window, but every button she finds opens up every other window. And
Yeah,
so
okay.
forth.
Perfect. And then
There's a
Steve's
lot of
smoking weed in the back of the limo, and John's yelling at him. And that's real, Steve, because John yelled at me for smoking weed in the back.
I didn't yell. I just said we got to pull over, and then you can smoke like outside.
Yeah. I'm respectful. I'll never smoke in a man's car if he doesn't allow it.
Well, he didn't tell. We said, "Are there any rules?" And he goes, "No." So we're like, "All right." There were rules.
I didn't think that you meant can we like sacrifice, a virgin lamb here in the back of the car.
Done.
I would have put my foot down on that one, Megan.
Yeah.
My
No, it
experience
was totally
is
fair. I respect
when
it.
someone asks if there are rules, technically they're always looking for like what you don't want to happen.
Yeah, expect the worst.
Or what they can do.
Yeah. Okay,
Well, he didn't
so,
mention no gasoline and lit matches, so I guess hey.
Yeah. Could have been worse.
I don't think gasoline and lit matches is safe in the back of a limousine, but
Oh
I
no,
don't have a driver's license, so what do I know?
it's highly frowned upon.
Okay, so let's start our improv skit, and I'm just gonna watch because there's a lot of you already involved with this. So you're all headed to Austin, Texas for 3 days together. You're gonna party at whatever South by Southwest is. I have no clue, but it sounds like a great time. So,
Okay, just say action when it's time to start.
okay, action.
Wow, how's everybody doing back there?
Can't find the goddamn window fucking button. I don't know where it is. Is it this?
It's
I
the one.
can't figure this out.
It's on your left.
My left? This
Yeah.
way, right?
Have you seen my Funyuns?
The other left.
Over here? I can't find it.
No, the left above you.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Is it this? Is it this
No,
one?
that's mine.
Oh shit, here.
That's
take it.
Joe's. That's Joe's left.
Yeah.
Christ, I'm stoned and I know which side you're left. Come on.
I can't do this. I need help.
Can you help her, Steve?
Where am I?
I think it's
Where
your
am I?
Steve. I think it's your right if it's her left.
Dude, I have my seatbelt on. I'm not going to move in a vehicle. Stop yelling at me.
Sam, do you have any idea how to handle this? I can't do this from the driver's seat.
She was a princess, queen of the highway. Sign on the road said, "Take us to."
That's my
Madre.
jam. Keep going.
Oh man.
Oh, please, no smoking in the car.
Oh,
we'll
man.
we'll have to pull over for that.
I gotta find the window.
You could throw it out of the window on the left.
If Helena would put her window down, I could smoke. For
I
Pete's
can't
sake.
find it. I'm so sorry.
Helena, come on,
Thank
work
you.
with us here.
I can't
Christ, is she crying?
Wait, I think I might have puked on it. There you go.
There's a $500 fine for vomiting in the car.
Oh,
We'll pull over. We'll pull over.
It's okay. It'll buff out.
Wait, where are Joe's shoes?
you guys smell feet? I
Open
smell
that
feet.
window, please. The
Put
window on the left.
down. It stinks like cheese in here. Put it down.
Hey,
Really?
guys. Hey, look on your right. There's Quentin Tarantino's house. His gate.
Shit.
Dude, do you know that the
Hey,
D,
Throw one.
Quentin.
did you know the D was
Quentin.
silent in Django? It is.
Then why did they say it?
Because it showed that Jamie Foxx could spell. I mean, he's got 2 X's in his name. He's fucking smart.
Good point.
That's another question. Can we go to Whataburger?
Oh, what a burger sounds.
Okay, that's $1,000.
I've only heard
And
of
I'm
that
not-
because
and
I
I'm
watched
not-
the Luke Perry movie.
I'm not Bob Barker here.
I would hope not. He makes horrible prison shoes, by the way. I just want to tell you that. I didn't keep mine because the price was wrong. But I'm just saying they're not good products.
Does the
Oh, hey.
fine still apply if I found a doggy bag?
Wait, who's puking again? Is it the feet? Is it because of the feet? Because she won't put her window down and it smells like feet? Who's getting sick?
I think I'm a little car sick, but yeah, the feet smell's getting to me.
Okay, we're
Already have
gonna
your shoes off.
I think I found it. Is this it? It's this one, right? It's open. I
No.
did it. Oh.
Nope, that's the partition. We're gonna have to pull over.
I did it.
And scene. Thank you.
Yay!
Yay. You guys, that was the dumbest improv idea I could have come up with, and you all did so good at that. I was like,
That was
there's no
fun.
way. So that's all on you.
Nice.
Congratulations, everybody.
I feel like I just sat in the corner and forgot my shoes.
I
But-
know, I know. Well, I again, I didn't realize how many people, and I've never attempted that before with somebody.
I mean, I
I
didn't.
know now for next time.
It was
Be
like-
prepared. So
I'm
this
confused.
was.
Did Helena ever find the window? I'm confused.
I did. See, it's open. Do you see it
I
open?
don't know. I still smell feet.
Me
Well,
too.
Yeah.
that's your own problem.
Do you guys all see Helena's bed behind her?
It's a tent.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
I remember it from last week. I'm not dumb, just high.
No, I love that tent bed.
They have like
Okay, well, thank you, everybody.
Hey, just so you know, Megan, before you do the blow up the world, I got a sound effect for it. So let's just sync it in perfect synchronicity, I guess.
Okay.
Megan, the hair and the stockings are giving me major Darkstalker vibes. If you ever get a chance to look up Morgan from Darkstalkers, you got that vibe
No,
going.
I've never heard of that. Is that a compliment? Is it a good thing?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
like a vampire, like queen girl.
Cool.
That's
clarified that.
That's
Thank
funny
you.
because I thought he meant he was the dark stalker because he's not pasty like me. That was weird.
Well, I thought,
That's
because I'm
my
a little,
other nickname.
I'm a little creepy, so I thought I was being called a stalker. I was like, yeah, that makes, I know a lot about people.
That's awesome.
Elena,
Okay, well,
I wanna
everybody,
make
so
a-
to end our show, we put our hands in the center. And then we're gonna say, on 3, explode on the world. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Explode on the
Explode
world!
on the world.